Hey guys, it's the Gaming Preacher here. Got a video, a short one this morning that I'm bringing to you about the G36C. I had a request from a subscriber who had left a comment wanting to see me use this gun, and I am complying with their wish. I do not use this gun. I have used it very little. I think I'm only at a level 8, class 8 on this particular assault rifle. It is underappreciated by me and underused by me. I don't know how that pans out for everyone else, but this is just a gun that I've, honestly never really thought much about using. I just kind of passed over it. I run with the ACR some, the MP7, FAD, just never really played with this gun very much. So I was asked to give it a try, and I will attempt to do that. Now, I played a few games with this gun, just trying to get the feel for it, and honestly didn't have very good luck with it starting out. This was the best match I had had with it when I first started playing in an effort to make a video. So we're playing a hardcore team deathmatch here on the map Arcaden, the German mall map, and I'm using the G36 with a red dot. I believe I had the kick proficiency on there. And I'm running Blind Eye Pro, Assassin Pro, and also Dead Silence Pro. Now, one thing that I noticed immediately as I began to use this gun is this sucker has got some recoil. Now, I don't know if it is necessarily the worst gun as far as recoil, but I know that looking at some gun charts, it is up there, particularly in the upward movement from the gun. When you're firing this weapon, the best thing probably to do, if you're going to be letting off more than a few rounds, is to start low and let your gun pull itself up. Because if you aim at a wall, for example, and at a stationary target, and you start firing, you're going to see your sight, you're going to see the end of the barrel, you're going to see it starting to kick up. So it has a fairly bad recoil in the upward direction. So that's something that I noticed fairly quickly when I started using this assault rifle. Now, my initial, thoughts or impressions I had of this gun, what little bit I knew of it, the couple times I had played with it before, the gun seemed, I thought, to fire real slow. I thought it was a little sluggish, but when I began to look at the numbers, began to look at the stats of the gun itself, it actually compares really well to some of the other assault rifles. If you look at another popular gun, for example, like the ACR, the gun actually fires better than the ACR in terms of rounds per minute. The G36 is listed at 769, while the ACR is at 705. Now, while of course the G36 is going to be slower than, for example, the FAD, which is spitting out rounds like crazy, the G36 is actually faster than some of the other assault rifles if you just look at the numbers. So I guess that's a little bit of a difference between how, sometimes we get a feel for a gun and then how the stats really stack up regarding how the gun fires and things like that. But overall, I'm still not really sure what my thoughts are on this gun. I just haven't played with it enough. It does have a pretty good hip firing accuracy, I thought. I'm not using steady aim or anything like that. But the hip firing I thought was pretty good. The rounds, the spread seemed to be fairly tight. If you do take into consideration, of course, the recoil. The fire rate, I guess, I realized after watching this video, is better than I thought it was. Overall, this is probably a gun I could grow to like. This may be a gun that I use from time to time, but the jury's still out on that. I'm still not sure. One thing I do like about it, though, is the reload speed. The gun reloads, I think, very quickly. I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it's definitely one of the fastest reloads. Of course, that doesn't help you if you just choose to reload like I did at the wrong time. But the reload animation is very fast. You don't have to double Y it to get through it or anything. And overall, I guess the speed of the gun is better than I thought it would be. The accuracy, taking into account my lack of accuracy, is good. The pulling up to sights is fairly fast compared to the other assault rifles. And the damage overall with the gun is comparable to most of the other assault rifles. Just comparing it to the ACR again, The G36 has a max damage of 40 while the ACR has 45, so there's not a whole lot of difference in terms of the numbers regarding damage. Now the one thing I will say about the gun itself is I guess after using it for a little while, it began to feel almost like a submachine gun. Maybe I guess it's the size of the gun, the mobility of the gun. Seems like I move a little faster than I thought I would using an assault rifle. But I'm interested to try some of the other proficiencies, some of the other attachments. I'm wondering if perhaps, like the case with the MP7, if I put a silencer on this gun, if it will also help to calm it down some, to help alleviate some of the recoil, some of the effects of the pulling up with the sight. So let me know, what do you think about the G36? Is it your go-to gun? Have you underappreciated or underrated it much like I have? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want me to try out a different weapon and see how good or how bad I am with it, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. And as always, this is the Gaming Preacher, and we'll see you next time.